Hello everybody, welcome back to Studio Ultra. I don't know if this is going to be a From the Desk of Studio Ultra episode yet. But today it's going to be a bit strange, and it's kind of just to rush things on because I am about to make a big trade today. And I will get on to that detail a little bit later. Today I'm going to be reviewing the kind of remainder of the sets that I have left in terms of Bionicle sets that I'm planning on getting rid of, like I said, and planning on doing a trade. So these sets I kind of wanted to review ASAP, and so I'm kind of just doing a weird thing, kind of pulling a weird, I don't know, whatever. Just doing my usual shenanigans, and now I'm going to just review all these sets all in one video, just give a good gloss over, because there's one set in particular, I think you can see him back there, that I've been really wanting to have a look at on this channel. It's just, I've been really busy. So I feel like it was the best, now that we finally reached the deadline. Don't procrastinate, kids. Just don't procrastinate. This is what happens when you procrastinate. But without further ado, let's cover the remainder of the sets that I've been wanting to cover on this channel. And that way I can kind of get it over with and get back to reviewing the things that this channel usually is. I know I kind of took a turn with reviewing just Bionicle, and then it gets kind of stale, especially with the original content you guys subscribe for that isn't Bionicle reviews. But anyway, let's have a look. Alright, so first and foremost, I have Toa Kongu right here. And he is of course, a part of the Toa Anika. He's the only other Anika set I currently own, aside from Huki, of course, which was my recent review, at least in terms of Bionicle. So, yeah, this time we have Kongu Anika. He's great. He's got the Anika build, of course. He's got some great color schemes going on. It's not no longer just a solid dark green. It now has some great and beautiful kind of molded with silver details. Now granted, the Hordika set, which was, I believe, Matau, he did have some silver integrated, but this one pushes it further, I believe, with just this beautiful little torso right here, which, as you can see, is dual molded, as well as the feet here, which is amazing. I want to take a second to talk about his mask real quick, because his mask is actually super neat. I think it's the one that actually Karzani's mask is based off of. This, of course, is Kongu's little mutated mask right here. It looks like a weird cyborg lizard, but it's a really cool looking mask. Of course, it's the rubber one that comes from these kind of iconic sets. Of course, this is when Bionicle was getting more edgy. So the functions include his sword here, which this sword lights up differently from Huki's. Huki's had a red light. This one is a little nice blue light, and it looks more lightning like, which kind of ties in with the whole storyline with the whole lightning thing. Of course, we had the Samoa Sphere launcher. This thing is pretty epic too. Of course, you just do your usual thing, take it and just fire it. Yeah, pretty standard, pretty basic. Pretty much gonna lose any of the ammo that you fire. Here we have his little Tohonga counterpart. This is what he used to look like. Man, how times have changed. Overall, he's a really good set. Love it. It's very solid, especially the way the torso kind of connects to the back here. I really love this torso piece. It's very smooth, and it makes it overall a very complete and rounded out action figure. Now, obviously, the next set is the big one, which is a 2006 one as well, but I kind of wanted to just do that one last and cover these 2008 sets, which I think are pretty cool. They're pretty decent for what it's worth. They're bugs, basically. No, but they're like mutated Makuta. This one's Gorast, this one's Bittle, which they're both really cool, really unique. Love the color schemes. It's like a nice little black grays, and then the actual color that they're representing. So black, gray, and green. Black, gray, and green, and black, gray, and yellow. So yes, let's go over Bittle first. Bittle is obviously Beetle. I don't think that was obvious enough for you guys, but and also I wish I had more of the Mystica sets when it comes to like Krika. I think Krika is my favorite design out of all of these. These ones are okay. They're just really And granted, Cricket is thin, but these guys are thin too. They're just really thin. But anyway, I have his... yeah, Biddle's a he. I have Biddle's little Ghost Blaster, but however, it doesn't have any ammo or the plunger. So I'll just be using Gorast, so that way I can kind of showcase a complete set. So yeah, here is Biddle all together. Biddle's pretty cool. I love the usage of a little Avtorin piece torso for an actual large set, because that helps it to give it a bit more unique flavor, especially when diversifying it put up against other sets in the wave. I also like the little Vaki head used backwards, which is a real unique idea. Using the Vaki head backwards and then putting on this little mask-ish piece forwards in the Bow-Rock eyes, it just fits all together. And by the way, this mask / face design is really great. I love it. It's got some nice little hydraulics going on where the pinchers are, which gives it so much more of the biomechanical details that it needs. Love the whole kind of mixture of the dual molding there, of course. And here are these little big like pincher things. Really, really cool. They're more like legs in this character's case. And of course we have something really neat, is the wings here, which can go up. And it's not the fanciest of wings, but I think for a beetle, it actually is kind of perfect for what it's worth. You can kind of just fly around if you want to. I don't know. The wings, though, they work very well for Biddle. I think it looks very beetle-like. I think the message gets across very much so. One thing I do think, though, the color scheme is a bit off-putting because it does also look like a wasp. Alright, so here's the little... forget the name. It's called a Ghost Blaster for, like, smooth brains like me. But, basically, you just take the plunger and then it's an air-powered weapon. Boom! And it actually works very effectively, very fun. Reminds me of the little popping toys with, like, the foam balls. Overall, pretty unique set. Not my favorite, though. It's actually kind of bland to me with, like, the thin arms. Granted, the spikes do something, I guess, but... it's very thin and overall pretty bland to me, but I still like it for what it's worth. And here I have my favorite of the two, Gorast, and it's just it's a lot more incredible with the build structure. She has a lot more thought and put into the design. It's a lot more bug-like. It's an actual insect with the all 6 legs right here. And she's got the amazing dual molded rubber headpiece, which I think is incredible. I really like the way it looks, especially with the rest of the color scheme, which looks very like Ben 10. And there's other dual molded pieces like these claws here, if I can get it in the focus. Absolutely beautiful, and just overall really great. I love the way these legs are designed. They didn't make it really short with just the off-torn limbs. Of course, it could do this, which is really, really cool. Looks even more bug-like to me. Now, the awful thing about the wonderful lime green joints are back for 2008, these off-torn limbs. Surprisingly, I got none of them cracked. It is crazy. Like, this I got at a Bricks and Minifigs. None of these lime green joints are cracked that I see whatsoever, even though these are the ones that are primarily prone to cracking. So that's big ups there. Very, very great. But yes, especially for Gorast, I love Gorast with like just the multiple different limbs. The weird inconsistency I must point out is like the claws up here. Now they're like the 3-fingered ones instead of the 2. Which, okay, I guess it gives the set more variety, and once again, more thought. The torso looks a bit weird to me, but I think it's okay for what it's worth. You're supposed to have this connection point and whatever for the Shadow Matoran, I don't know. But anyway, here's the wings are some of the coolest things. These pieces right here are, in particular, are really, really cool. I don't know if it's called lenticular, this design. If it's not, let me know. But like I love this design overall because it's like so very much bug-like, much like the eyes of a fly or something like that. It's really, really cool. It looks great on this. And I believe that with everything in the color scheme, I think the Ghost Blaster, whatever it's called, This is the most perfect weapon when it comes to the color scheme. Like, it has the silvers, the greens, and the red for the eyes here. So when it comes to matching color schemes and the weapon, this one, Gorast is the one that matches with this blaster the best. Alright, so the function, of course, same exact thing. Boop. There we go. Perfectly effective, great, and you get an extra, which is nice because projectiles and Lego get lost, like, all the time. But yeah, overall, Gorast, a huge improvement over Biddle. Still not my favorite. I'm pretty sure Krika would be if I had Krika, but still, she's still a great set. Amazing. Incredible. Alright, on to the final set. As you can tell, I had the zoom out extra for this one. You can see the poster that I have up there, at least the frame of it anyway. Yeah, so this is Vazon in Finrak, one of the greatest Bionicle sets ever, because the way it implements its whole entire Titan kind of schematic or build is incredible. It's just amazing, and it's one of the most best kind of figure, like multiple figure packs, I think. That it's just so good. So much to talk about, so little time. Anyway, first and foremost, I'm gonna take off Vazon real quick. The fact that you even get 2 is striking. But first and foremost, this is a very creepy set. Like, this, of course, was when Bionicle was trying to go a lot more edgy, as I've said before, when it was 2006, of course. So, you know how it goes. Alright, so here is Vazon, apart from Fenrak, you know, the guy who's kind of split off from, I think it was Vazok, and it was because of the staff, I'm sure. But anyways, oh my gosh, this is an amazing set. I have not had a Paraka set. This is the closest thing I've had to a Paraka set. It's great, it's fantastic. It's such a great build. I love the whole torso idea, where they took like 3 separate pieces and made it into some of this just amazing detail. The whole design of this character is so metal, my goodness, and very Joker-like with that smiling mask. And the mask is very, very important, because it also switches, because it's fused with the Mask of Life right here. As you can see, the Mask of Life is on the top of his head, and it's stuck there. As the neck leaves a bit to be desired, because as you can see, his neck is really close to his body, but I don't care. It's such a beautiful design. I love the way that they flip these kind of pieces upside down to kind of, look, these kind of match with the corners right here, which is super impressive, and just came together very nicely. As well as the staff here. It has this one little rare kind of brown piece that only came with this set, I think? Maybe it came with another set, I don't know. But yeah, it's got so many details. It got 2 of these little Borak eyes for spikes, more spikes, very spiky. Just overall, a very spiky set. That's how you know how it's a not safe set, is if it's just full of so many sharp edges. I love his torn cape. Probably one of the best details about this. The torn cape is amazing. And check this out. Check these eyes out right here. They light up. That's one of my favorite things ever, is that even though the set doesn't really have that many functions, the lighting is just enough. It's perfect. Look at that. It's so creepy. I love it. The teeth also glow in the dark, but they're not so evident. Anyway, let's get out his little spider pet. So, here is Finrak right here, and it's such an incredibly detailed set/build. Got his chain here for Vazon. It's got his amazing little head mold here. Look at all these teeth. The jaw is fully articulated. The legs are amazingly articulated with this kind of incredible function of things for friction. These legs, the back legs, are kind of much to be desired, but hey, you know, it is what it is. The greatest thing about this incredible set, though, is that it's made up of 4 Paraka torsos, if I'm correct. Yeah, and some of them are gunmetal and dark red, which is amazing. Like, it's all the pieces that came together for this incredibly creepy but amazing set. Just, it boggles my mind how cool this set really is. The fact that you get this whole entire Titan of a beast, plus a figure to go with it, I think is such an amazing idea, and it's probably one of the best Titans that LEGO's put out. And when put together, this combination is absolutely unstoppable. With his staff kind of raised up like that, you can see him riding off into a freaking thunderstorm with lightning and everything. It's such an amazingly detailed set, and it's just incredible, and I love it. But yes, overall, it's such an amazing, great, incredible set. I can't say enough about it. That's just all good, positive things. So overall, that's going to be about it for this video. The reason why I have reviewed all these at once is because I'm making a trade, and let me further elaborate that I'm going to be only collecting 2001 through 2003 sets from now on. All the other stuff I'm getting rid of because A, I don't have enough space for it, and B, the 2001 through 2003 sets are my absolute favorite. I think they're the best in my opinion, and so I think they're my favorite era, favorite aesthetic, favorite everything. So that's why I'm kind of getting rid of these to make up for space, but I'm not just getting rid of them. Ironically enough, I am going to be trading it for a non-2003 thing / 2001, 2002 thing. All these sets are going to be traded for a Mask of Life. If my plans come out complete, I'm going to go to Brickets and Minifix today and trade these for the Mask of Life, because they actually have it. And these and a few other sets I've reviewed in the past that aren't 2003 and 2001, 2002 sets, those I'm also getting rid of as well. And the mask, because the Mask of Life, it's such a keystone mask and very important. And so yeah, it's something that I've really wanted. And once again, it'll be equal value, just taking up way less space. And yeah, as much as I'm going to be really sad to get rid of Vazon and Finrak, because I love Vazon and Finrak, I really do. It's one of my favorite sets of all time. But the Mask of Life, it's the Mask of Life, guys. But anyways, guys, that's about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know about what other stuff you want me to review, what you want to see in the future, and all that junk. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and you will see me in the next video. Goodbye.